to Titanium Taras Tarot, and today I will be doing a what are you resisting right now and how video. Alright, so for this I'll be using some concepts from Superconscious Education brought to us by Chris Duncan. I will also be using the Ask and It Is Given card deck by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, let's get into the cards and concepts. Okay, so the first group of individuals I will be pulling for are my individuals who do not feel capable of doing something. It could be anything. It could be whatever they don't feel capable of doing this week. So, and we got a follower. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individuals who do not feel capable this week. And what is it that they are resisting right now and how? And you got every reality has been focused by someone into being. And this is the image, and in the back it says you were taught to face reality before you knew you were creating reality. Do not face reality unless it is a reality you want to create. For any reality only exists because someone has focused it into being. Those statistics about your experiences and others are not about any hard and fast now reality. Okay? Now I'm going to use my example in this. So I've said this multiple times. I was hit by a car when I was 19. And I was so my body was broken. Literally, I had broken bones and I had internal bleeding and all that stuff. So, I mean, stuff that you wouldn't be even certain if I would wake up, if I would have come back to, But here I am today, 15 years later, looking like nothing ever happened, except if you look at my scars. But my scars, they don't show as much, So, I mean, it's all a question of what reality do you want to create for yourself? Who gives a shit what doctors said? Who cares what therapists said? Okay, the last person who has a say in any way, shape, or form in your life is you. Take it from me. Only allow yourself to create what you want to create in your life. And by the way, no one else has the capacity to create in your life except if you allow them to. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Alright, my individuals who do not feel capable this week. Now, on to the individuals who do not feel worthy this week. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individuals who do not feel worthy this week. Please come forward and share what they are resisting right now and how. And you got... Oh, this card came out in the reverse. Now we'll see, okay? Why does my saying no to it mean saying yes to it? So are you saying yes to it? What I'm picking up is that you are saying yes to it and nothing but yes to it. And you're kind of like, but why am I getting all this good feedback or from the universe or from God in regards to what I want to create instead of my friends who are doing similar things but who are basically creating what they don't want? I don't get it. Now, in the back, okay, so you can actually use this as suggestion for your friends. Okay, in the back, this card, so that is the image, and in the back, this card says, when you give attention to something you desire and say yes to it, you are including it in your vibration. But when you look at something you do not want and say no to it, you are including it in your vibration. You cannot exclude anything that you are giving your attention to. So what this means is whatever you pay attention to is what you are going to create. And I've done this, okay? I have manifested my own bunion on my feet. It's not the best. I'm not proud of it, but I did it anyway. You know? So it is what it is. Now, you have complete control over what you create in your reality and what you subscribe to, is basically what I'm picking up on. Okay? So, alright. So now, on to the individuals who don't feel like they belong this week. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for the individuals who don't feel like they belong this week, please come forward and share what might they be resisting right now and how. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my individuals who don't feel like they belong this week, please come forward and share what is it that they're resisting right now and how. And you got, my life is supposed to be fun. And this is the image. Be easy about all of this. Life is supposed to be fun, you know. It is Abraham's powerful desire that you return to your state of self-appreciation. We want you to feel love for your life, for the people of your world, and most of all, for yourself. There is great love here for you. Okay, so this is just saying, have fun with life. Look at him. He looks like he is in a, like, he's in his nightgown or in a nightie, in a onesie actually. He looks like he's having fun in the snow. And he looks like he doesn't give a care in the world about what anybody else thinks. So this is basically what it's saying. So enjoy your life. Okay? Love your life. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Is what this is saying. Now, on to the individuals who do not feel perfect this week. Now, this could be in regards to anything, right? So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel perfect this week, please come forward and share. Yeah. Please come forward and share. What is it that they're resisting right now and how? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel perfect this week, please come forward and share what they are resisting right now and how. Please, God, angels, and guides, and you got. Ooh, I don't think I've seen this card before. To receive what I want, I must not push against unwanted. I haven't seen this card before. Haha. So, this is the image, and in the back it says, this is an expanding universe, and all things must be allowed. In other words, for you to understand and experience what you desire, you must understand that which you do not desire. For in order to be able to choose and focus, both must be present and understood. So, what this is just saying is that, right, what you want is one spectrum of the balance, right? So on one spectrum there's negative, on the other spectrum there's positive. But for that balance to maintain itself, okay, and to be homeostasis, basically that balance stay equal, you need to accept both. Because if you take this off, what happens? If you take this bit off, what happens is if you take this bit off, what happens is it becomes too heavy, and so it hits rock bottom. But if you want to keep your equilibrium, you need to have both, which means you need to be able to be okay with the good and the bad, okay, the wanted and unwanted. So even if you experience unwanted, you should be like, it's okay. I can go back to the wanted whenever I want because I am in the middle. I hope that makes sense. If not, ask questions. It will be my pleasure to explain. Okay? I'm so happy I saw this card. I've never actually explained it that way before. Interesting. Now, on to the individuals who do not feel significant this week. Okay? So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel significant this week, please come forward and share what are they resisting right now and how. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals that don't feel significant this week, please come forward and share what can they do to feel, what is it that they are resisting right now and how. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel significant this week, what are they resisting right now and how. And you got, my uncontrolled thoughts are not to be feared. And this is the image, and in the back it says, there is no reason to worry about your thoughts, for they are not like a loaded gun that may wreak powerful and instantaneous destruction. For you have plenty of time, as soon as you become aware of any negative feeling, to begin to choose other, less resistant thoughts, and thereby choose a more desired outcome. So you have the power in any given moment to choose the right state to get to what you want. Okay, and that is actually what Chris Duncan talks a lot about. Life should be a constant, in French we'd say mise à niveau, which would mean rebalancing, which would mean that you get some feedback from your circumstance, and that's when you so you get feedback from the circumstance that you currently lived in, and so what you do, you bring an adjustment, and you try to keep the stability, which is exactly what any heating system or any cooling system does. Like, right, in your house, when it's time to open up the heat, what happens? It doesn't fully open up the heat. It goes up and it goes down, and it goes up and it goes down. What happens is that the heating system brings up the heat, then it goes down. And then when it feels like it went down too much, it goes back up again. You know, so it's like this never-ending cycle. I hope that makes sense. Now, onto the individuals who don't feel good enough this week. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel good enough this week, please come forward and share what is it that they are resisting right now and how. Please, God, angels, and guides, too many cards. Excuse me. Who has a message for the individuals who don't feel good enough this week? Please come forward and share. What is it that they're resisting right now and how? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for the individuals who do not feel good enough, please come forward and share what is it that they're resisting right now and how. And you got a follow. And this card says, we are all co-creators within a diverse universe. And this is the image. And in the back it says, every physical being on your planet is your partner in co-creation. And if you would accept that and appreciate the diversity of beliefs and desires, all of you would have more expansive, satisfying, and fulfilling experiences. Okay? So instead of hating or disliking your neighbor because they do stuff differently than you, right? Accept them because they create the diversity of this planet, which made me think of, okay, back in the day, and the distinction between back in the day and now. So back in the day, right, in the Middle Ages, like when there was like kings and knights, and like during the time of King Arthur, in French we'd say Moyen Âge, Middle Age, like medieval times. There, medieval. I don't know. Time where, like I said, knights of the Round Table, and yada yada yada. Like the time of the Crusades. Now, at the time of the Crusades, or actually even before that, in like slightly prior, like before towns decided to come together to make a country, or like provinces decided to come together to make countries, every single town would fight with its neighboring towns, right? Now they decided to not do that, and they decided to band together to create a country, right? And then the countries started fighting against each other. I mean, so, and then, I feel like if there's a progression, so I feel like our way of dividing ourselves is going to become smaller and small. It's going to become bigger and bigger and bigger. So maybe at some point, instead of being every single country, will be like the continent. You know how, because I'm thinking cities banded together to create like a state or a region, and the regions banded together to create countries, and countries banded together to create continents, right? Now the continents still have their division, but it's not that big a deal, but still, I mean, there are less wars, but there is still war, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just hypothetically musing at this point. So the idea of world government would make sense, but I feel like for that to happen, there would be the need for it, because now we just need for country governments, right? And well, there are bigger governments than just countries. There are like organizations that help the world, help governments, help, there are all those upper so like keeping peace, like NATO and all those other types of, all those big names. I don't know all of them. I wasn't that good in political science. I took one class and that's pretty much it. So I mean, the world is becoming less and less divided is what I'm getting to. So, which is good. The more we band together, the better we'll be able to, respond to whatever needs we might have. So, my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys for this video series for this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And, With that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.